blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica Sup, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive. I also go by Jed. Hey. And welcome, babies. Sweetness to your nightly self-care routine. A place where you just work on you so you do whatever you need, sweetheart, during this time to take care of yourself, to be in the session, to fall asleep, to do something else, to just listen to it. And feel free to come back each and every time. It is a place to blossom and or bloom, to be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. So today, we have a special healing session. And today's healing session is plucking away fear. So going to be removing the fear. And if you're new to the channel, we start the session off with a prayer. What is a prayer? If you're new to the channel, we start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission, sweetheart, to say a prayer? Okay, baby. May I touch you? Okay. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So, welcome, babies. Sweetness, just relax, okay? I'm just going to take a little bit of fear each time away. And so just going to just work in the aura a little bit. Just relax right here, baby. Relax, relax, relax. And so this is a place where you just let go, release, let it out. No need to hold on, just let it out. So we take fear. Fear is just, for the most part, an irrational thought in the head that we ruminate over. Do you know what ruminate means? Ruminate means obsessively think about. And again, you might just ask me, well, Jed, why didn't you just say obsessively think about? I don't know. I don't know why I do the things that I do, but I do it. Okay. But that fear is just that irrational thought that you think about all the time and you can't let it go. And so you start to believe because you think about it all the time, it must be real. That's not true at all. Actually, what's happening is, through evolution, our brain is wired to have that sense of anxiety to help us through dangerous situations. But as we have progressed so rapidly into technology, our brain now takes these, kind of harmless situations and amplifies them. It's now much more emotional than really physical danger. Now, emotional balance is important, but a lot of times we worry about things that really aren't true. You go to work every day and you just have this feeling of, am I going to get fired? Or you work for yourself, you're just thinking, will everything just end? Or other things that extend into love. You have somebody who treats you right, and then you're like, will this end? Or, on the opposite side of somebody you're with, and you're just constantly thinking, is this person cheating on me? Or they might give you that experience of, why are you cheating on me? Things like that. All of those are fear-based. Now, because this is Reiki Healing Hope, baby, we're going to take it down or take it to a deeper level and look at the soul, the experience of the body as a whole, and what it is that experiences that explained their discomfort in the moment as that, and fear then perpetually just kept it moving. But you do not have to or need to have that. In fact, if you just take a little bit of time and look at your life and just take a moment to remember something maybe 5 or 10 years ago that you were just really just, oh my gosh, just worried about, anxious about, and then pay attention to how it resolved itself, you then start to think, oh, it actually wasn't that big a deal. But then, the mind it's real resilient, or it's a trickster. So then you'll think of this thing that you fear now, and you're like, well, this is a real fear, that wasn't a real fear. Baby, you gonna look back in 5 or 10 years and feel the same way. So let's look at how you have processed things over time and how we can better align that, okay? So just removing this, removing that, and taking this out of your energy. Just letting it go. I like to explain what's happening because I think it helps for those who find it hard to let go of fear. It helps to explain that, it's okay. It's going to be okay. There's not something wrong with you. You're not abnormal. It's not that others are adjusting much better than you are. It's not that at all. Everybody is experiencing it in a similar way, but it just looks and probably feels different, so it's hard to know. I also feel like a lot of times fear can be amplified when we are isolated. So maybe you don't think that what you're worried about is that bad, but when you're surrounded by your fears all the time, it starts to feel like, well, am I the only one? No, baby, you're not the only one. When I read these comments and I read that people are expressing, going through things, and then others come in and say, oh, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I understand. You're gonna make it, or I hope that everything works out. It lets you know, okay, that you are not the only one, sweetness, going through this, and you're not the only one. It's going to be okay. So I'm just going to continue to remove the fear. We're gonna just take it off of you. Remove it from your energy. And we're going to have a lot of forgiveness for ourselves. Forgiveness, 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 forgiveness. Because we're so hard on ourselves for the way that we react when we are in fear-based situations, that not realizing it, us being so hard on ourselves, actually perpetuates the fear even more, rather than just being compassionate, being understanding. You did the best you could, and you just keep trying, baby. You just keep trying, sweetness. And you just try again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And accept that this journey you're on is the best journey for you. And when you're ready, you'll be able to face more and more and bigger fears. Even if you're going really slow, okay? Just take your time. I know sometimes there might be pressure to feel like you should already be there. It's okay, babies. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to already be there. Where you're at now is just fine. And just work through it. Just keep working through it. It's okay. So I'm just moving through this, moving through this, moving through this, moving through this, is purposeful. So I'm just going to continue to take any of that extra fear out, okay? Breathing in and out here. In and out. In and out. In and out. And it gets easier and easier, baby. It gets easier and easier, sweetness. You got it. You're doing a fantabulous job, by the way. So just be nice to yourself. And I'm just going to take big pieces of fear and remove them. And just you exhale. And you let go. And just let yourself know, hey, I don't need them anymore. And you just let it go. Send it on to its next evolutionary path. And you go on yours. Just gotta be like, sometimes be like, it's been real. And then just roll out. So let me just take any of these little straggly pieces of fear. Things we don't even realize we're nervous about, okay? And then just let me start to send them on their karmic something else. You develop into your next chapter. That is how you can leave the fear where it's at. You have to change. So instead of always expecting yourself to stay the same